Hey folks, and welcome to my thoughts on a cartoon, TV show, animated series, and stuff like that. So this is actually something that I've attempted before. I have a video about I think the first season of House. I don't remember if I did it last year or 2 years ago even, but I thought this would be a good way for me to actually stick to watching shows and such because for some reason my I don't know attention span I don't even know what, but I just can't stick to it. So I thought that this might actually help me with that if I go and talk about it somewhere to the someone, or in this case to the internet. So here's to hoping it works. I think though this time around, instead of a season, I'll just watch the whole thing and then talk about the whole thing. Just already finished through with it. Right, so this will be the first one. It'll probably be a bit shit, but all first things usually are. Alright, so today's series is Static Shock. I actually finished watching the whole. Static Shock had 4 seasons and 52 episodes, and I did actually finish it. But I finished it a while back, but didn't talk about it, and started now a new one, but I've been stuck on that cartoon for a while, so I thought I'll start this again, just to, again, encourage me to continue watching. So here's to hoping this time around it works. Alright, so I'm just basically, like with my books, comics, and everything else, just tell you my thoughts. This is not a review, just like those aren't. This is just what I think. And there's gonna be a picture as well. Now, this time around, I didn't draw something new. I just kind of went lazy and took a drawing of Static Shock I did last year, actually, on the 1st of the 10th, yeah. So I already used an oldie. But next time I will obviously draw something new. So I'll have a picture and then I'll talk about it. Alright, so let's start. Now, Static Shock is a cartoon about 14-year-old Virgil Hawkins here. Virgil was a pretty regular boy, 14-year-old kid. He has his best friend Richard Foley, he has his sister Sharon, and he has his dad, Robert. Yeah, the dad's name was Robert. And he lost his mom when he was a lot younger. So life's pretty regular until one day he's his bully at school. What was he? Reginald? No. Anyways, I can't believe I forgot his name after so long. Anyway, the one day in school, his bully is about to really really kill him. Shit, what was it? Francis. Francis, well, the school bully and bully in general is about to smack him. Someone he knows who's in a gang and in school helps him. And then he tells him, Virgil, you owe me. So he tells him to come with them to the docks in the evening and, join the gang. Virgil doesn't know what to do. He's very scared, but he also doesn't want to join the gang. He hates guns because that's how he lost his mom. She was a paramedic. And she went out on a night where gangs were running wild, and I think she got shot. That's how she died. So he goes, and in that dock, there's another gang is coming. They have a scuffle, and then some chemical stuff explodes. And gas is released, and thus begins the era of bang babies. Now, because of this gas that Virgil breathed in as well, he becomes what is called a bang baby. He has the powers of electricity now, which is really cool. Then the rest of the people that were there or near the area also get powers and abilities. Some of them are easier to hide, some of them are not. Like mutants, basically. Or any other name that has. So from there on, Virgil is learning how to use his powers with the help of his best friend Reggie. Reggie? Wait. My brain's short circuiting today. Richard. Rich Foley. Sorry. So he and Rich helps him, make some sort of, he gets him his flying disc thing as well, and so we go on with Virgil on his adventures as a superhero. We meet more of the Bang Babies. Actually, one of them dates his sister Sharon. There's one episode where we go to Africa, and also along the way, Richie also becomes a Bang Baby, which I didn't remember that. I always thought that Richie was just very smart, and so he was naturally a genius, and then he immediately became Virgil's sidekick. I mean, I didn't watch the full series as a kid. I only watched some episodes of it, so it's not a surprise I didn't know that. So apparently, Richie later on becomes a Bang Baby, as he spends a lot of time with Virgil, and then he becomes a super genius. We also have, what do you call it? We see the Justice League in some episodes as well. And I did mention the one where we go to Africa. We meet some more heroes. They're really interesting enemies as well. Alright, we have this. I don't know if it's the same one who wanted Virgil to join the gang. There's one guy who becomes with shadows. Now, overall, the cartoon is really fun. It has actions. It has action in it. Virgil is a really nice kid. He's fun. I like Richie. They have a few serious topics here and there. There's also an episode about guns where they warn you about this stuff as well. School shooting. There was one funny one where they did with the whole dyslexia thing, where they took I forgot what was his first name. But anyway, there's the Bang Baby who dates Virgil's sister, Stretchman. I forgot his name. This is why I need to do these straight after I finish watching a series. So anyway, he dates him in the one episode. They make to tell you about dyslexia, and it's okay. And then they can help you. You can still, learn to read. Very nice, encouraging things. And I found it funny that they used him, because prior to that, there was no mention that he had trouble reading. Because the thing is, he makes music and he writes lyrics. And, it's not like there was ever an indication. And this is a character we actually spend some episodes with. It's not like he pops up once every blue moon or something. So it's funny that there was never, small hints here and there about that. So I don't know, I found that a bit weird. Also, another thing, in some, later seasons, there was, there seemed to have been episodes that still had the theme song of the first two seasons in the third and fourth season. Now, to be fair, I watched this online, so maybe that's why, but it was a bit strange. But overall, I enjoyed it. I did like the song for the first two seasons more than the third and fourth. I didn't really like that one. And the overall, it's the characters usually wear the same thing, same outfits. I do like Virgil's look in the third and fourth season more. overall, yeah, I really liked his dad. His dad knows a lot of interesting people. Then the series actually concluded interestingly. It concludes with there's this doctor who he starts spraying this also gas around the city, so the Bang Babies will lose their powers. But then a bunch of the bad Bang Babies, the villain Bang Babies, they they want to gather, take the rest of this gas to turn them into Bang Babies, and so they'll still retain their powers. Richie and Virgil go to try to stop them while they themselves are also losing their powers. On one hand, Virgil's in a bit of a dilemma. He could be a regular kid again. On the other hand, I guess it's kind of weird to lose your powers, not be able to use them again, or help people. So they get there, and the gas still explodes, and mainly, yeah, we have two bad guys that combine into one abomination. I don't remember what happened to them. I think they disappeared, at least for now. And Virgil and Richie get their powers back. Virgil has his electricity again, and and Richie is super smart. Now Richie really needs to be super smart because of all the gadgets he builds after he gets his Bang Baby powers. He uses also his brain power to work them, so he really needed to be that smart in order to use all this stuff. So the all ended well for them. Richie said he'll make them an antidote so they don't lose their powers, and that's how the series concluded. Which that was a conclusion that was just a bit weird. It looked like one where maybe there should be more, but obviously there wasn't any more beyond that. Although, maybe it's an ending of, they'll continue on to fight crime. Oh, we also have a really cool, tie-in. Is it called tie-in episodes? Where we also have one where Virgil goes to the future and meets Batman Beyond. Terry. He meets Terry. An older Bruce. And he meets himself in the future. We learn he has a son. Anyway, a lot of really fun stuff in here. And yeah, overall, I'd say it's a really fun cartoon, although some of the references might be slightly dated. I don't know. There's stuff in there I didn't even know about. But yeah, overall, I like this cartoon. It was a pretty fun one to watch. I don't know if I'll rewatch it again, maybe. But I definitely, after that one, to read some Static Shock comics. I need to find me some, really. Yeah, so that's what I thought of Static Shock. A good cartoon. And that is it. I hope the next video will be more coherent and stuff. And again, these are just, I'll actually stick to it. But hey, if any of you watched... I forgot to mention, we were having some building here. If you heard any noise, that was that. I hope you heard me at least. So yeah, right. So if you watched Static Shock or know anything about Static Shock, let me know. And that is it, folks. Till the next one, hopefully it won't be a year. Bye.